Welcome back to the Cubicle Brief, where we will bring you the latest news of interest impacting those who get the work done. Let's start our 5-minute staff meeting. In the world of HR this past week, vaccines continue to dominate the talk around the water cooler. Private employers have been given a breather while the courts sort out the issues around OSHA's emergency temporary standard. OSHA announced, quote, "While OSHA remains confident in its authority to protect workers in emergencies, OSHA has suspended activities related to the implementation and enforcement of the ETS pending future development in the litigation," end quote. 34 cases brought by industry groups such as the National Federation of Independent Business, American Trucking Association, and the National Retail Federation, along with other private businesses and Republican attorneys general, were transferred to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals in Ohio. Labor unions are not happy with the current ETS and want it expanded to cover businesses with less than 100 employees. On Tuesday, November 23rd, news broke that the Biden administration asked the Federal Court of Appeals to immediately lift the emergency stay order, citing that further delays will cost lives and increase hospitalizations. They also requested the court to at least permit the masking and testing requirements. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is advising employers to continue preparation for full implementation of the ETS until such time that things have been definitively changed. The Build Back Better Act passed the House on November 19th. Its impact, if passed by the Senate, would lead to significant challenges for employers and the workplace. The bill's amendments to the National Labor Relations Act, the NLRA, is one such monumental change. Traditionally, remedies for unfair labor practices have involved back pay and reinstatement to employment and employment terms. The Build Back Better Act increases fines for employers, not unions, to not exceed $50,000 for each violation, and if the violation has caused serious economic harm. If the employer had committed a similar violation in the prior 5 years, the penalty is doubled to $100,000. The bill also adds civil fines for personal liability for any company officer or director who committed or directed the violation. The NLRA has never included such civil penalties. Employer actions that have been legal for more than half a century would become illegal and subject to civil penalties. These include permanent replacement of economic strikers, employee lockouts, advising employees mistakenly that they are supervisors or independent contractors and are thus not covered by the NLRA, mandating employee attendance at captive audience employer campaign meetings, and entering or requiring employees to enter agreements not to engage in collective actions such as class action litigation. The future of the Build Back Better Act in the Senate is unknown. However, employers must monitor closely and engage in the legislative process. A story breaking several weeks ago out of Europe could signal significant changes here in the U.S. A new law in Portugal now makes it illegal for an employer with 10 or more employees to text their employees during off hours. Over the past 2 years, the world has seen remote work assignments move from a rare occurrence to now the norm for many employers. Many were frustrated over this period of time that their employers had a hard time distinguishing between work and personal time, with the line becoming very blurred. Work-life balance became a challenge, with the workday never seeming to have an end. The labor law change also prohibits employers from monitoring employees while working from home and requires face-to-face meetings at least every 2 months to address employees feeling disconnected from others. The holiday season is kicking off this week with food and football on Thanksgiving. Conscientious leaders recognize the added risks of the holiday season on both on and off the job incidents and injuries. Extra travel in sometimes unfavorable conditions, parties, extra food and alcohol, family issues, and ever-increasing financial concerns. We throw into the mix more temporary and seasonal workers, new, inexperienced employees, staffing shortages, extended shifts, and the ever-present COVID-19. Help your teams enjoy this season safely by increasing their awareness of risks to their health and well-being that seem to be a bit unique to this wonderful time of year. Links to the articles referenced are found in the description. Leave a comment and subscribe to catch the latest news impacting the workplace. Until next time, remember to look for the answers to your challenges among those who get the work done.